Today we're gonna speak about the masculine and the feminine relationship of our nervous system. Our nervous system has a masculine nature to it, which we call the sympathetic nervous system or the fight and flight. And also our nervous system has a feminine nature to it, which we call the parasympathetic nervous system, which we call the rest and digest. And it's highly necessary for us to become aware of the feminine but also the masculine aspect of our nervous system, because a lot of people in our modern day society, they have the sympathetic nervous system, which is the masculine component, being overutilized to be able to handle life issues, life problems such as work, family, friends, things along this line. But most of us are overutilizing the masculine aspect of our nervous system. This is why everybody's stressed. This is why everybody's aging. And what we need to become aware of is that we're underutilizing the feminine component of our nervous system, parasympathetic nervous system, which is highly important when it comes to resting, digesting, and rejuvenating ourselves. And if we cannot achieve between the masculine portion of our nervous system and the feminine portion of our nervous system, we won't be able to reach balance, which in biology they call homeostasis, able to stay neutral, where you're not overactive and where you are not underactive, just in the middle. We can also label our nervous system with certain astrological terms to make things more simple, specifically in medical astrology. So when it comes to the masculine portion of our nervous system, which is the sympathetic nervous system, we could connect it, which is the fight and flight, we could connect that to Aries and Libra. Aries being the fight aspect and Libra being the flight aspect. And when it comes to the feminine portion of our nervous system, we could connect it to Taurus and Scorpio. Taurus dealing with eating, which deal with like digestion and consuming, and Scorpio dealing with resting and elimination. So the masculine portion of our nervous system, the sympathetic nervous system, is connected to Aries and Libra, and the feminine component of our nervous system, the parasympathetic, is connected through Taurus and Scorpio. Now the masculine component, being the sympathetic nervous system or the fight and flight, is activated during fearful or stressful situation. And how you know you're tapping into the sympathetic nervous system is by paying attention to the biological correspondings that's happening within you. That includes a higher heart rate, your heart's beating, the delivery of more oxygen, the decreased movement of digestion because you're in a stressful situation or the fighting situation, so you can't focus on digesting your food or eliminating. You start to sweat, you start to release stress hormone like cortisol or adrenaline, or you start to experience vasodilation, which is increase of blood flow, and your veins elasticity increases to allow more blood flow to move through your veins and body. You could even get goosebumps and things like that during these situations. The feminine component of your nervous system is the parasympathetic, which is the rest and digest. And you know you're tapping into this system when you experience these biological correspondings, which is when your heart rate starts to slow down, your breathing rate becomes slower and lower, your blood pressure rate becomes lower, you have better digestion and elimination. All these are biological signs that you're tapping into the feminine component of your nervous system. Now, if you want to practice some rituals and spell on how to activate the masculine aspect of your nervous system or the feminine aspect of your nervous system, this is what you should do. When it comes to the feminine aspect of your nervous system, you should practice things like meditation, deep breathing, yoga, tai chi, prayer, spending time in nature, hanging out with friends. All this will activate the feminine aspect of your nervous system, helping you to relax and wind down. When it comes to the masculine aspect of our nervous system, which is the sympathetic nervous system, a lot of us already has this aspect very active due to just us living in a very stressful life situation. If you need to, you want to make sure you're exercising, you want to make sure you're working hard on something, you want to put yourself in kind of stressful situation, and by that I mean situation that makes you feel uncomfortable, that make you want to step up your game and level up. That's how you activate the sympathetic nervous system. So by becoming aware of the biological correspondings that happen when you activate a masculine aspect of your nervous system or the feminine aspect of your nervous system, you become aware of how your nervous system works, but also when it gets activated. When people put you in the fight and flight mode, or when people put you in the rest and digest aspect of your nervous system, you become aware of these things and you become aware of all the electrical input that's going on within your body, so you don't become a victim to it, but you become the lord and the master of it. And that's how you reach like biological perfection, or what they call in science genetics or neuroengineering and things along this line.